What's up, Ash? Hello, hello. I'm slowly getting there. I literally looked down at the clock and was like, oh my god, it's time. But I will be on shortly. I've got to turn off my lights and fix my dog knocked over my ring light. So I've got to go fix that. But I'll be right back. Oh, it's all good. He didn't do anything bad. He just, he was trying to hunt. I think I've got a mouse in my office. And he was trying to hunt the mouse. So, yeah, that's another thing I need to do. But, anywho, hi guys. Hello, hello. I'll, hopefully wait a little bit for people to come in. I'm late, so that's my fault. So hopefully the notifications will go out and everything, but I'll sit and chat with you guys while I'm trying to get some stuff up here on my computer. So it is moi. Hello. Hi. I don't have Christmas light. God bless. I don't have Christmas lights up yet. There we go. So I'm gonna work on that though. I've got to go find some. I'm kind of slowly getting the holiday thing kind of going. So I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. There we go. So not a whole lot on the docket today. I'm just going to kind of go over, so I'm judging a show, which I've got to do that when I'm done here. I'm judging a show that, I just keep reading the names and everything, and I'm just it's cracking me up. So I wanted to talk about like some funny names that people wanted to go on, like that wanted to use in their show horses and whatnot. But sorry, I'm gonna try to share this thing too. But so I just wanted to go over that because I was just cracking, and I'm not making fun of them. It's just like some of them are hilarious, and it's like I get that, and that's the kind of community that we are, is just a funny community where we can use those hilarious names. So let me get in here right quick. Going to open some mail and then discuss show names. Bam. Gotta paste my link. There we go. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's been a very busy week. We opened, well, this is our first big week back from the government shutdown. So yay. It's been crazy. And let me make sure my sound's okay. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Okay, we're good. But yeah, it's been kind of nuts. But meh, it's okay. It's been fine. I mean, nothing normal. I kind of live off of chaos. I'm so ADHD. I live off of chaos, so it is what it is. But anywho, Ash, how have you been, my dear? We need to discuss when we want to play. I think I'm free. If you're free now, tomorrow night, we might be able to play something. I was thinking, I wish that I could do Thursday. I might do Thursday nights like solo. Yeah, hopefully. It's still kind of, we're going all digital at the office, so it's going to kind of take some getting used to. But I kind of want to get, like, if you and I want to play some games and stuff together, I want to get, like, because I know our schedules are so crazy. So I would definitely want to get in some game time with you. I've got to do some stuff. No way! Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. And why? Oh gosh. yeah, I want to do gaming. I want to do gaming, and I got to figure out some stuff, as far as like schedule and all that. But yeah, I think if we can do it tomorrow, if you're free tomorrow, let's do some. I want to try that new game. Um, but anyway. Oh my God, Becky's acting up again. Okay, yeah. Trying to think. I might be able to do something Tuesday too, because I'm off Wednesday. I'm taking off Wednesday to spend some time with mom, like whenever mom, because mom and dad are coming down, I think Wednesday. So I might be able to do something, unless my mother-in-law is um, like, hey, let's do something or whatever. So. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there's a mess. There's messes everywhere. So, but anywho, we do, yeah, we do. We just don't get the day before, I'd rather, as I'm gonna go work Friday because I don't want to leave Haley and Cheyenne by themselves. Um, so I'm gonna go to work Friday, but I just took Wednesday off because that way, we can start prepping and cooking food, and all that stuff. So. I'm gonna see if, but yeah, we need to get back into Sons of the Forest too because that's we need to avenge our people. Oh, I watched Wicked for the first time the other day. That was a very interesting movie. It was good though. I liked it. It was just interesting, different. Because I'm not. I might have watched the. I did. Briefly. I think you sent me something too. But yeah, they look really cool. Yeah, we need to get back on it because I'm addicted now. We gotta finish our base and defend it and make sure Kelvin doesn't die again. Yeah, it's I think I want to say it's like a prequel, isn't it? Kinda ish, like a prequel somewhat. I know it was mostly on Broadway first. Oh, that's awesome. I love when they give customization options because when they don't and you're stuck with a nasty looking horse, then yeah. Um, well, and I'm kind of glad that they do that in Red Dead, which I have not played Red Dead in so long because there was something wrong, and I've got to figure out why. Um, but it was, I don't know what it was saying, but yeah, I've got to get that fixed and figured out because that was bothering me. And of course I've got allergies right now. Okay. Also, haha, I do have something. And that might have been why. I don't know. It's been a while. I've got to reinstall it, but I've got to get rid of some games first and reinstall it, and then get uh, try to get and figure out what was going on with it. Oh my gosh, Becky, calm down. But yeah, I absolutely just love that. That's all I did. I wasn't even doing anything on the story. I was literally going around catching horses, selling them. And just um, you know, hunting and getting the pelts and stuff and raising some money. So, it was a lot of fun. I miss it. I love my Arthur. Yeah, I need to get back and figure out like what the heck happened. But anywho, What have you got planned for Thanksgiving, my dear? Oh yeah, funny story. So I call everybody my dear sometimes, just because it's like it's like a not a motherly thing, but it's like a um informal thing. And I guess I don't know, but anyway, I went to Chick-fil-A the other day, and um you know how they say like my pleasure and stuff. I went to give the girl my card, and I was like, "Here you go, dear," and she goes, "Okay, babe." I'm like, "Excuse me, what?" What was that about? So, I clicked on something. But yeah, I was like, hello, what? It bothered me. I mean, it didn't, but oh, okay, cool, cool. But yeah, I mean, it didn't bother me. It was like she was being snarky, and I was like, I wasn't meaning it like that, but okay, whatever. Um, but me, I don't know. But I was like, okay. Okay, so I only have like one piece of mail. This, and I'm glad Becky was not showing my address to everybody. I got this guy on. I've got another one coming too, but I don't know when. I thought he was going to be here by now. Also, y'all aren't ready. I had to talk to Madison about it today, but I promised myself one more horse for Briar Midwest, and that was all I'm going to do. Not this guy, but one more. And like, I deep dove into eBay because they have the Klarna thing. So I deep dove into eBay. And maybe she was. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Ow, that hurt. I don't know. And I wasn't judging for sure. Oh no. Oops. Hold on. Oh, okay. So here's my receipt that I kind of What's up, Madison? But yeah, I was talking to Madison about it today, and I was just like, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna promise myself one more. And so I was asking her, I was like, what would be a good avenue? Because I was having a hard time picking. And I went with one, but we're not gonna say it until he comes in. But I'm super excited. I got candy, y'all. Love it. So I got this guy from Begin Again Studios, and she does really really good customs. But I think she does customs. I know she does a little bit of whatever. But this is a regular run, and I just saw her, and it could have been her pictures, like her picture taking skills. I don't know, but he looked amazing. So I was like, you know what? He's for a good price. I don't have very many regular runs, and yeah. I don't know. I don't think I sent it to you, Ash. I don't think I did. And if I did, then it might have been. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not telling anybody until I get him, because I want you guys to be like, holy cow. Because I'm excited for this guy. But yeah, no, I deep dove. I looked into, Madison's got some of the Greek gods. I tried to see if there was some of those guys. Not the ones that she's got, but like some of the other ones. But nobody has hardly any of those for sale, because they're good. I mean, nobody wants to give them up. And I even did, oh god, I was looking into raffle models. I was looking into all sorts of stuff. But I was not about to spend that much money on the raffle model thing, because that thing gets pricey. So yeah, I just found this guy, and I was just like, you know what? And he'd been, and I told this to Madison, I was like, he'd been on, in my sights for a while, just because he's just striking. Kind of reminds me of a awesome show heifer or something, like just, or a good, like a horse that you're judging on a photo show. It's just one of those that just wow factor, and you can't get past it. So he was wow factor for me. And I think Madison was like, you know what, just go with whatever you feel, draws you in. It was something along those lines. But yeah, she pretty much was like, if you want this dude, go for it. I hope I said that right, because I was like, it was pretty much along the lines of like, if he draws you in, go, like, you whatever, if you think that he's gonna be fun to show, go for it. So yeah, that Christmas horse is outrageous, but I think, I'm not gonna say that they're cheaper online, but they might be. I think it's just the fact that they're going through Tractor Supply. I don't know. Ugh. And you all know that eventually I have got to pack the Becky, God bless. I've got to pack all these Becky. I've got to pack all these horses eventually. And you know, come on, there we go. But yeah, I've got to pack all these horses. So, it's gonna be a fun. And I might go live, like on YouTube on my phone, and just have you guys live with me while I pack horses and like, get all that. You guys let me know if you want that, because that way, like, I'm, you know, listening to music and stuff, and then just going live or whatever. But okay, so this is Chocolatey, and gotta turn my light on. Hold on. I am not with it today, but he is a regular run on the Roxy mold, but he's a stallion, and I think this is probably one of the better regular runs they've done, in my opinion, because it's not every day that you see a regular run with bicolor, tricolored eyes. He's got a little bit of a ear tip rub, but that's okay. Yeah, she did an amazing job packing him. But he's got like the model, the spots on his nose that are kind of typical with Appaloosas. And then yeah, he's a boy. But yeah, he's just a pretty boy, and she did an amazing job. Like, he's got random white spots on his legs. Like, you can kind of see it in the right here. Maybe if she'll stop freaking out. But I will, oh, Ash, on the Tractor Supply thing, I will be getting Brooks eventually, one of these days. Just, he's the only one I really like besides the FFA horse. I have yet to get an FFA horse, though. But yeah, so here he is. He's very pretty. She did a very good job picturing him. That's part of the reason why I fell in love with him. He's kind of a good color, though. He's kind of dark, very shaded, really well shaded. But yeah, he's a regular run. All of the ones that I've got on the Roxy mold are mares, because originally it was mares. So he's the only one that I've got that's a dude on the Roxy mold. But yeah, he's got directions. He's got tricolored eyes. He tries hard. Kind of can see him a little bit. You guys saw him for like 2 seconds. But yeah, he's a pretty boy. So I'm going to show him. His name is Bad Bishop. So we're going to talk about that later, where I get him and stuff. Yeah, he's really pretty. She did an amazing job picturing this guy. But, and then he's got, you know, some little white marks on his feet from just, you know, typical markings and stuff. But yeah, his whites are pretty crisp. His markings are pretty crisp. So he's got a little bit of something on his white, but it's not bad. So yeah, he's a pretty boy. But his name is Bad Bishop. And I'll talk to you guys. But a couple of different things. I'm going to eat these because I'm starving. A couple of different things that happened was Black Friday sale opened up today on the Breyer website. Yeah, she's gorgeous. And she's not really much of a shelf hog, so I think she'd be able to put her somewhere. They look good on like end tables and stuff or shelves. But as of right now, most everything but regular run stuff, because they opened up the Collectors Club sale. God bless. It's like stuck in my throat. But they opened up the Collectors Club sale today, and most everything sold out except for a couple of things. And literally, I completely forgot about it until I'm trying to see if I can find it. I forgot about it until I saw it on my email, and I was like, oh no. So let me see if I can get it up here. But yeah, they had the Tuxedo Morgans available. And then, okay, I do have my stuff up. They had the Tuxedo Morgans available. They had, well, here. So, I have one that's hidden here. There we go. So they had the, oh my gosh, y'all, I'll get myself, and here we go. So they had the Vintage Club stablemates, which they still do have those in stock. Ooh, see, I found one on Amazon that I might get, because I'm using an old TV right now for my second monitor. But they do still have Adonis, which he's a Premier Club. Tannenbaum, they had available. Well, what kind of monitor is it? Is it just a regular one? But yeah, they had Tannenbaum available, and then they had the Secretariat, but you guys can see that those are all out of stock. They had a couple Stablemate Club exclusives right here. The Dahlia I thought was interesting. I've got the Black Pinto, because I got that one in the, they did like a blind bag deal for the Stablemate Club. And I got her, and I got the mule, which I traded the mule for a, I can't remember. I traded her for, or him. Really? Let me know how much you're wanting for it. But yeah, so I got the mule, like silver paint mule, and then I got this girl, the Black Pinto here. And then, yeah, they had the Tuxedo, which you could get the white face, black with white, or the all black. I can't remember, Madison, on the Tuxedo if the all black was more rare. I think they were saying the all black was more rare, but I could be wrong, or the bald face. I can't remember. Because one of them was, somebody was saying something about one of these three were more, I think this one might have been the more common, but I can't remember. I know you probably know more about that than I do, for sure. But yeah, so they had, that was what they have, that's what they have available now. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. And then they had Altanai, which I love Altanai, but I think I found him cheaper online somewhere. Secondhand. Okay, the all black is more rare. Got it. Oh, another thing too is they released the it was a Gambler's Choice mystery bag. Not a Gambler's Choice, I'm sorry. A mystery bag of stablemate done in the color, like the zebra stripe color, kind of based on the zebras they did a long time ago. And it was a they had like 4 different colors, and then you can get an all black too, but they only made like 70 something of them, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they did that, and I was gonna get one, but they were like $24, $25 a pop. And I was like, I don't know really if I want to do that or not. And I should have now, because I think they're absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I should have done that. But it is pretty seeing them all. I did, though. You guys are going to crack up. So I got kind of addicted to those blind bags that we did the other day on, I did on my pre-recorded video. So I got a bunch when they were only like $2 or $3 each. I got like 14 of them. And it was because what I do is I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them as like door prizes. If I don't want them, I'm going to put them in the next show as door prizes, because I always like getting those as door prizes. So I did I'm not gonna show you, but I did a couple of collectors. There was a dinosaur one, I I think a farm animal one. I got 2 of each. And then I had a horse one. And then I did 2 of each on the little mini Winnie barns that you get like 3, 3 inside, whatever. And then I did 2 of each of those. There's a unicorn one and a regular one. And then, what was it? There was another one I did, and I got, I can't remember. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I got 2 of each. So I got like not 14, but like 10 or so. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. It's going to be like a blind box day whenever I get them in. It's going to be like 40 years down the road because, Briar, but, anywho, so that is all that I've got as far. Oh, and then we can't forget who came out and was able to be purchased, today. Was it today, Madison? I can't remember. Was it today or yesterday that Winifred came out on the Premier mold? She is the, let me see if I can find her here. Premier collection. She has been literally the, like the face card, the face of the Premier Club for right now. Since she dropped back in, whenever they announced her in 2024. Okay, so Madison said it was yesterday that could order. There are people now starting to get her, and I can't. I mean, I get it, but it's like, holy cow. So, yeah, I'm trying to find a good picture of her, but she in hand. Oh God, Winifred Mule Ryer. But she dropped yesterday, and so people are able to order her. But the cool thing about this, and I'm really hoping Madison gets it, is the 75 silver ones that they have that they could, that somebody could potentially get. They're doing that this year because it's the 75th anniversary. But look at her. She is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. And in person and is gorgeous, sorry. But then she also comes with, I think it's Isla. But she's a little cute thing too. She looks like a little, she could be like a Mustang, a little Highland pony, whatever. But she's cute. So that's the exclusive stablemate. This is a new mold too. But yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with the in-hand photos of Winifred because she's phenomenal. And then of course you've got the silver that's going to be, the 75 run or whatever. She's going to be a very low limited edition. But yeah, she's adorable. And her mapping it's interesting because I looked at some of these photos that they have her for sale, and she's interesting. So they've got the mapping down, they've got everything down, and her shading is just so pretty. So I'm super excited to see more in-hand photos. And then Madison and I were talking the other day or today of seeing, the customs that people come out with on her, because she's awesome. But anyway, so there's that. I'm going to open up my is there any news I'm missing? We still have not gotten, and I know that Heather and I think Kat are busy. So we haven't gotten anything on Briar Midwest just yet. I haven't touched anything because I've been super busy. But, yeah, if there's any news I'm missing, let me know. Just a lot of, oh my God, hello. There just a lot of, Black Friday stuff, holiday stuff, whatever. But, yeah, Madison, let me know if I miss anything. Because I could be totally just skimming over something and completely forget it. But, while I'm doing that, I'm going to open up. This is my, let me see if I can get in it a little. Yes, I saw that. And I literally, I got that guy today and I'm like, crap, I'm going to find something that I really like. I think is it Tamara? I'm going to say Tamara. But it's either Tamara or Tamara, but I still have one of the horses I bought from her. I got 2. And I still have one of them and I still show him. He kind of photo shows, but yeah, I saw that and I'm like, oh no, I don't need to spend that money, but okay. So, good Lord, what did I do here? Okay, so you guys are looking at, I'm already working on my INL, my Indian Nations Live deal. Oh my God, my dog, my husband's home. I'm already working on my Indian Nations Live list of horses that I'm wanting to take there. This is a little bit more laid back, so I get to take more. But I was going to talk to you guys about some horse names that I came up with. Madison she understands the whole looking at names and going, what in the heck? But I don't judge, but I also kind of judge a little bit. I don't know. Y'all can judge mine too. It's fine. Most of mine that I've gotten, and I'll tell you kind of where they come from. Most of mine that I have gotten are from either Lord of the Rings references or House of the Dragon or off the top of my head or whatever. So if you're thinking about, doing like photo showing or whatever, think of something cool. But my, you'll have to, if you want to, Madison, you can definitely share for sure. If you want, I'll tell you guys some of my faves because I absolutely, I'll tell you some of the ones that I absolutely love because it's just it's those that you find and you're like, oh my God. So my favorite thing to do is to, look at the horse. And I've got a couple over here. I'll show you guys. Look at the horse and just be like, all right, how is he personally? And that's kind of how I go. So, if it's a badass horse, like, so, all right. So if it's a badass horse like this guy, yeah, I remember. Okay. So Madison, she texted me and that was in the one that you're judging now, the collectability, right? I don't think it was in our last show. But this guy, so to me, the Remington mold's pretty badass. He can be cute, but he's also a badass. So, excuse me. I named this guy Tolkus, because I think it's a Lord of the Rings god name, like what they call their gods. I can't remember. It was either a Greek god name or something. Oh my God, Thaddeus is awesome. Thaddeus is amazing. I am Maximus Thaddeus, the second twice removed, and I'm oh, Feral Jesus is amazing though. I'll go into this show that I'm looking at and I'll read some of the ones that I kind of cackled at. But so yeah, here's I named him Tolkus. I can't remember if it was whatever, but to me, a Remington is a badass horse. They're hard to come by too. I cannot sell this guy. If anybody's interested in him, let me know. Thank you. So Tolkus is a Lord of the Rings. So this is Tolkus. But yeah, he was a badass. Loved him. Thank you so much, Madison. I'm glad that you're here to keep me in check on that stuff because I can never remember. But so that's what I named him after. Now, this guy, so the big checks, the glossy big checks that I've got, I named him. So since he's I want to say he's a cutting or a reining horse. I can't remember if big checks. I can't remember what the actual big checks was. I want to say he was a reining horse, but so I kind of kept this to within that little genre there. So this is checks on the dash because there is a song, and I cannot remember who sings it, but it's called Money on the Dash. So, and I only... Ooh, thank you, Madison. That's good to know because I need to update that. Yes, oh my God. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you saw his unboxing or not. I can't remember. But, give me a second. Hold on. Okay, that was weird. My dog, oh my God. My dog just like yelped. And, yes, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember if I told you about him or not. The only thing on Identify Your Briar that they said is he's like less than 500 or about 500. That's it. I don't know why they made him. Nobody said anything. I don't know. Anyway, my dog yelped and I had to go check and see what was going on because, yeah, I don't know what that was about. My husband's in the house somewhere. But so the more badass the horse, to me, the better. I don't know. I have to name him something that's pretty awesome. Madison named my Alborozo for me, named Mandos, and I thought that fit him so well because it still sounds kind of Hispanic, but it's also badass because Alborozo is a badass. This girl I named Glitz Kitten, and here's the this is why I named her this. So there is I like to read web comics on Webtoon is one of the webcomic apps that they've got on your phone. You can get it on your phone. But it's kind of like a readable. You guys know like what manga is. It's kind of like that, but it's comics. I mean, it's web comics. I got started on it a long time ago, just reading them and stuff. But Glitz Kitten is the name of a character in a web comic that I absolutely loved back in the day. It is actually it's an anime now on Crunchyroll, but it's the name of a character, like her YouTube. They don't call it YouTube, but it's like her YouTube name, and she sells makeup and stuff, and she is the girlfriend to the guy. Anyway, it's long story short, it's just that's her makeup name, or her name on her YouTube, or they call it like ViewTube or something. But I thought that I love this because it fits her, because she's pretty sassy. She's badass too, but Glitz Kitten to me, like that and it could be like a stripper name too, but this fits her. So that's her name. And also, looky here, they match. Yeah, so anyway. So Glitz Kitten. This guy is Bad Bishop. I think I got this from a random what was it? A random ad on Facebook. Like a name of a book. I think that's what his, yeah. But anyway, these guys would make some glorious babies if they were real, but they're not. So, but anyway, his name is Mad Bishop. This is Glitz Kitten because off of a webcomic. So, I like to keep my names relatively chill, but also badass at the same time. Becky, oh my God. So one of my favorites that I have come up with. So you notice like some of them, like we've got Arax. That's the name of a dragon. Thanks. That's the name of a dragon off of not How to Train Your Dragon. Good Lord. It is the name of a dragon off of House of the Dragon, which I do love. I absolutely love the names of those dragons. I'm not a big fan of that kind of world because I just haven't gotten behind it, but I do like that. Ferris, I want to say I got this. So there is a website that I visit quite a bit. It is Fantasy Name Generator. If you guys need any help with any kind of names, that's your place to go because they come up with some ridiculous ones, but they come up with some good ones too. Sunfire is, I want to say it's one of the dragons, either that or I came up with it. I couldn't remember. Zevros, probably from that name generator. Hush Money came from a guy I follow, and he is the guy that he's a photographer and he's a comedian, and he goes, wake up, it's time to do farm chores. Look him up. I can't remember one. I want to say his name is Matt, but one of his horse's names is Hush Money, and Hush Money means like under the table, like nobody knows about it kind of thing. Like you get paid for it, but nobody knows about it. So it's Hush Money. So this guy, if you guys remember, I've got him packed away somewhere. He was the new horse that I had just paid off, and he's an ish. with a factory custom mane. So Hush Money to me feels like it would be a really good stock horse name. If he goes out and he's like a roping horse or like a performance horse of some sort, but he's not Western Pleasure. So yeah, or a barrel racer, a barrel racing horse. So I like that name a lot. Checks on the Dash, you guys saw him. Windfire I came up with, but I kind of based it off of the House of the Dragon stuff. I don't know where I got Swamp Fox from. That's new. Okay, so this guy is a new horse too. He's one of the ones that I showed you guys in our little photo show demo the other day. He was the mostly leopard Appaloosa. So his name is Swamp Fox, apparently. This guy I have not paid off yet, but his name is Valen. I think I got that off of the website too. Let me show you this website right quick. It is, so all you have to do is see. So this should come up with, oh my gosh, okay. Let's see, name, date, tour. So it is fantasynamegenerators.com. And you can pick like Dungeons and Dragons. Let me see if I can get you to, okay. So up at the top, you guys can see up at the top, minus me. I'm over in this corner over here. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. So you guys can see up at the top, there are so many categories that you can go to find. You can find fantasy and folklore names, and look at that list. Like, holy cow. So you can find fantasy and folklore names, real names, places and locations, other names, pop culture, I think description names, other genres, and then contact and support them. But I like to go to the fantasy name ones. But most of the time, I think you can go to the home. It should, and if you go to the home page, you can, and I think people add to this all the time, so there's that, but there's all of these lists of fantasy stuff, like well, you can still use it now, but yeah, there's just all of the random genres. There's Elder Scrolls, there's EVE Online, Fairy Tale, Fallout names, Game of Thrones names, so yeah, you can keep going. Harry Potter names, Hellverse names, whatever. My favorite one that I've got most of my names from is the Dragon Age. I've only played Dragon Age like once. But I always go to the elf names on some of my horses, and some of them are dumb, like, well, not all of these guys, but like this one, they're kind of or meh, whatever. But like, to me, I like Sarion. This kind of sounds like an Egyptian name. Let's see, Alaris. That one is kind of off of, no, it's Valaris, never mind. Finvin, like some of those, they're okay. And then you can get female names too. So all you have to do is click on like get male names, and it goes from there. And then you click it again, and then it goes to another deal. But then you can also click the female side and get female names. So Velaris, that one's kind of cool. That's how I would pronounce it. Iseri, those are, I like them. I've found some, and it just takes some clicking. It just takes some going through. So like, for instance, Zevros, I think Zevros. I say Zevros because it's like Zeus. His name is Zeus. His actual name is Zeus, but it's like I say Zevros now. It's either Zevros or Zevros. But like Valen, Thonin, I think Thonin came from that. I can't really remember. Ezios, I want to say he's either a god name or something, but this guy Dusk Dragon came from, I want to say he came from either a drink name or something. I can't really remember. Kobar, have no idea. Adelana is kind of a name I came up with because it's kind of sounds. She is that bay glossy tiger lily that came out for Briarfest. She is. She definitely feels like a frolicky, sassy southern gal. Not really, but so that's just a name. Sometimes I just come up with something random and just throw it in there. Edgelord, I saw that somewhere, and that's what stuck with him because I had one that I wanted to name that, but he ended up getting broken, so I sold him to somebody who got him fixed. So Edgelord kind of got recycled and put onto this guy. Elidel came with, she's actually gonna get sold, so I'm not gonna keep her. But Elidel actually came from this whole thing right here. So I just kind of clicked it a couple of times and got her. So and then let's see, this guy is Weird Al, just because he's a gated horse. Fingon, I want to say, came from the website. And I was very proud of Sarah because she didn't have a problem saying his name, and I was very happy. Bayano is actually a Hispanic word, so Bayano is a historical leader in the Panama. So that's his name, but I did get that from just looking up, some Hispanic names. Indio is the same. I know it has a meaning. I can't remember. Padrone, that's also. But here's the Mandus one, too. The Mandos. That's the one that Madison named my Alborozo. So, and some of these, like this one right here, this is an older horse that I've had for a long time. Some of those, I got into the whole thing of naming a horse like they would name a performance stock horse. So a Certain Pleasure. Oh, thank you. Yes. See, I couldn't remember where I got it from. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me see. You know what? We're gonna look that up. Fingon. Oops, wrong thing. Fingon, Lord of the Rings. And I think it was either from that website or so it's hold on. No, I did that wrong. Fingon. So they spelled it different. So it was Fingon, 2 important elven characters. Second High King of Noldor, yep. It might have been something from the website, but they might have drawn it in from the books. So yeah, I think you're right. He might have. It's definitely a different spelling, but I think Fingon is probably right. But yeah, I got this thing where I wanted to name them after pleasure horses or something, just because why not. Haldir is actually Lord of Rings. I think he is that one elf. Yeah, it's this guy. He was one of the Lothlorien elves, and we see him in the movies. But that is who I named my Prague, because he seems pretty stoic, pretty what am I trying to say? He's pretty aristocratic, pretty stoic, pretty calm. He's a Sylvan elf. But yeah, I love Haldir. It's Haldir. Yeah, Haldir. I love him. He's awesome. But yeah, there's all of this. You guys read it on it too. I need to read it more. I absolutely loved him, and I know I loved him so much, and I was so sad. He was my mom. Like, my mom crushed on him so much. Yeah, he's a good boy. He was one of the goodest boys. But yeah, he was, and his actor was, chef's kiss. Let me see where I got Asteria from. Oh my god, Asteria. I want to say that that is the name of a Greek Titan goddess of the fallen stars. So that's where I got that from. Is that sad that I don't remember how, like, somewhere I got some of these? Don't ask me where I got Lady Kenora. It just kind of came there. Bomber is the name of one of the, yes. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I do have a horse named Celeborn too. But yeah, that's good to know on him. I know he was one of them for sure. Bomber is the, really? Legend of the Sierra. I might have to look at that. So I'll show you guys Bomber, and that is my Glossy Theo. You guys are gonna love that. Bomber fits this guy. This is Bomber. He is the biggest dwarf of the 13, or of the 13, yeah, the 13, was it 13? 12? I cannot remember. But he was one of the big, I want to say it was 13. He was he was the biggest, and he was also, I believe, the cook too. But this is his weapon of choice is a spoon. But he is one of my favorite dwarves of all. He is just, he loves food. Yes. And if you guys know what Theo looks like, yeah, he fits. Let me see. Okay. But yeah, this, to me, this fits. This Bomber fits him. Because he's just a big old chunky boy. And he probably loves food. So, there you go. But yeah, this is Bomber. He's one of my favorites. I am writing a fan fiction about The Hobbit. And this guy is one of my favorites to write. So, so Bomber it is. Finaya, I want to say that is the name. Finaya. Name. Oh, that is not what I wanted. So I don't know where I got this one from. I want to say, and you guys can correct me, but I want to say I got it from here. But that is the name of my American Cream Draft. Calandra is one I heard somewhere. Oh, let me grab her right quick. Hold on. I'll show you guys. Okay, I had to be careful because I was like, there we go. So, this is Calandra. I got her in a trade. And, I am going to, so, Madison, I came up with a breed for her because I couldn't think of a breed for her. She is an, one of a kind on the bunny mold, and look at those dapples. Oh my gosh. But this is Calandra. I got that from, I want to say a name from something, but I'm not 100% sure. And then this, but let me show you what the breed is that I found for her, if I can find it. Okay, so the breed that I found for her, and I'm super excited, I hope it works out, is a Normandy Cob. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm super excited because I'm hoping this works out. They have the short crop tail like she does. They're big and like stout. I think her neck is a little thicker than these guys, but you know what? She's a broodmare. I'm going to just say she's a broodmare. Let me see here. So this is a Normandy Cob. And to me, I think they look pretty good. They look pretty similar. They might be a little lighter in like the haunches and everything. Cause she's got a big old booty. She's a big old booty Judy over here. But I think it's close enough. I mean, why not? Why not try it? So yeah, this is a Normandy Cobb. Here's one. This is a pretty thick neck. So, I think they're carriage breeds, if I'm correct. I'm not. Yeah, I had her on the carriage breed deal, but they've got a little bit of a. And I think so. Here's a broodmare, Norman Cobb broodmare. So, why not? Why not try it? She's got a little bit of the feathering down here, but not enough to where it's like, he could have been clipped. So, it won't hurt. And plus, because the short tail got me. So that's why I was like, okay, I've got to find something that will work. But this guy, and here's another good example. This guy is gorgeous. But yeah, the short tail is what got me. Because I don't, Bay Percherons are kind of hard. They're rare. And then Clydesdale doesn't really hit me as a Clydesdale. So yeah, I don't know. I hope it works out. But anyway, going back to Dragon Drip, don't ask me. Don't even know. Hermes is the god, the messenger god. So he is, Greek god of messengers, travelers, thieves, commerce, and herds. He is he's on the, so the Bali Lee. Ooh, Lee Briar. This is what he looks like. So to me, he kind of fits. He looks like a little, he's on the Flash mold. So, and you guys, when you think of Hermes, you think of, the guy with the wings on his shoes, because that's what he is. Let me see if I can find a good one. Yeah. So this is Hermes. So to me, I think the two fit. And he's a gorgeous little model too. He's kind of a coppery, chestnutty color. But yeah, that's why I named him Hermes, because I was like, that kind of fits him. Creus is another god name. I think it's Creus. God. So this is the god of Titan, a god Titan, heavenly constellations of son of Uranus, sky, and Gaia, earth. So, that is the name for my Glossy Harkness, which I think it was one of those where I was desperate for a name, so that's where it went. Feldor. What is that one, Madison? Because I know, let me see, Feldor, Lord of the Rings. That is the name of, no, I thought it was. I thought he was a Lord of the Rings. Where did he come from? There has got to be a Feldor. All right, I might need your help on this one. There is a Feldor. I know that there's a Feldor. Because that's where I got it from. I hate when that happens. But anyway, so I think Feldor is still a Lord of the Rings name, but I don't know where. Alorand came from here, and that is on my little Gypsy Vanner, Superstitious. Sour. I want to say that one came from, just randomly. Oh, it is not. Okay. So it's the name of like sun, solar, Sanskrit, something like that. So this is bad because some of the times I don't know where some of this stuff comes from. Vagar is the name of one of the dragons on House of the Dragon. Celebrian is the name of, I want to say it is the daughter of, hold on. She is the daughter, let me see, I know she is Lady Galadriel's daughter, but she is also the husband, or the wife to Elrond. There we go. And Arwen. She's Arwen's mom. Yeah, see, I don't, and maybe, okay, so maybe Feldor is the name of like a place, but it didn't come up, so maybe I just grabbed it from something. I don't remember. But yeah, Celebrian is the name of, she's an elven noblewoman, daughter of Celeborn and Galadriel, wife of Elrond, and mother of Eladan, Elhrir, and Arwen. Yes. Which that is the name of my glossy biggie. So, I don't know if she's on here. Pearson biggie. Of course. So this is her. She is, this one's a mat, but I did have a mat at first. But this is the biggie. She is a factory custom Arabian yearling done to be a American saddlebred. So this is her, but this is Celebrian. She's very, to me, Celebrian is very, and I could be pronouncing her name wrong, but she's very dainty. She's very ethereal. She's very just, she's still strong, but she's very dainty and very ethereal, like elfy, like Elfwin. Varavel came from, I want to say she came from, yeah, so Varavel, it does sound a little to me like it's something from, what is it? Oh my god, Narnia, but it's not, it's just a name, it came from the elf name deal. So, let me see, what did I name Feldor? Okay. So, here's a couple of, so here's another one like Cappuccino Froth. That one's another one. What I did is I went to a hardware store and I grabbed the little paint cards. I don't have my little briefcase with me, but I still have them in there that have the names of the paint if you want to like hold it up to your wall and go and paint stuff and whatever. I did that for a while. So some of these, like Santorini Coast, Cappuccino Froth, Noble Blush, you guys will see those. Those are the ones, those are the names. Oh, Petal Smoke is another one. I don't have him on here because I'm retiring him, but he was my glossy wheeler. But those are the ones that I got from those little paint swatches or whatever. So, because somebody said, hey, that's a good thing to do, is go and get these paint swatches and do that. So yeah, so here's Santorini Coast. Fleet Flash is just kind of one that I just put together. Let's see, Comet Gazer was probably another random. I think I went on to the internet somewhere and I looked up like horse names and went from there. Pampa, I have no idea. Electric Avenue is kind of off of a song, if you guys have ever heard it. Electric Avenue. I got that from a song. Porthos is actually Porthos name. It is actually a okay, well. Okay, let me look at this. Porthos. Porthos. Okay. Well, okay, what it did say is it was the god of sexual longing. I was like, that's not what I intended. I swear it was a god name, but okay. There's a Porthos Devalian, something like that. Oh, okay. It was probably from one of these. So I did visit a couple of baby. Yes, he was a musketeer. But heroic sounding name of French or okay, so he was a Three Musketeer. I swear to you, Madison, that I thought he was like a god name. I think what I did is I went to one of these and got it from that. And yeah, I was just like, okay, well, but he's definitely not the god of sexual longing. Moving on. But anyway, yeah, he's a cute little guy. He's a little Corbin that they came out with on this, oh, what was it? The Stablemate Club, I think. No. Was he a Stablemate Club? I can't remember. Lazy Aviator, that came from something random. I heard it somewhere and I was like, oh my god, that's a great name. Soft Shoe, random AF. Just, yeah. Valinor is actually the name. Valinor, Lord of the Rings. So Valinor is the home of the immortal Valar or Maiar, as well as many elves, located on the continent of Aman, far to the west of Middle-earth. It is a blessed realm where nothing fades and withers. So it's pretty much, I think, what they call the Undying Lands. Or, let me see. Ow, that hurt. Home of the Elves. It's kind of where the Lord of the Rings show kind of sort of starts. It's very pretty. Wasn't it the home of the two trees that were the Cimmerils and all that? But this is supposed to be like this. It's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to be very pretty. But yeah, definitely home of the elves. It had so I think it had the trees. Yes. Well, I was thinking it was like heaven for everybody. But it had the trees that had the Cimmerils in them. That is big old long deep thing, but eventually like the light of the world were in both of these or something like that. You can definitely tell how much I've been kind of looking. I had to do some research though, because my fan fiction kind of goes into like she's connected to Yavanna, which is the god, the mother of the earth, and which is she's a Valar too, and blah 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 blah. Not to bore you, but yes. So, but yeah, Valinor is supposed to be very pretty. So that is my what's his name? Mercutio, the Mercutio. He's that little mini Othello that they came up with this year, I want to say. He's that buckskin draft. Penny Lane is a name. It is the name of a song, according to my mother. So that's where I got that one from. And Sparkle and Shine, meh. Don't know where Kari came from. I think that's just a name that I use to, because she's an Asian Indian pony. So, Pippin Took, we all know who that is. And if you don't, he's a hobbit from the Lord of the Rings. He is a cousin? Question mark? Yes. He is a cousin? Question mark. He's a Took, which is part of the Baggins line. But yeah, he is my favorite hobbit in the Lord of the Rings, minus Sam, by the way. Bowlegs is the name of a Oklahoma town. And then Crocodile Rock, we all know the song. Crocodile Rock. Yes, my mom loves that song too. But yeah, she was like, "Oh my god, you named one after one of the Beatles song." And I was like, "Yes." So Penny Lane is the last year Tractor Supply came out with a set. Yes, thank you. Yeah, she was a Took, and his dad was a. See, and yes, okay, so they are cousins, and oh my gosh, Mary. What was Mary's last name? Oh my god. Mary Hobbit. Now we're gonna go on Brandy Buck. Okay, so I don't think Mary was related. But it was for sure. Well, I don't know. I might be wrong. But he was a Brandy Buck. See, I like Dominic. I like Dominic. I can't remember his last name, but I like Dominic a lot. I just love Billy Boyd better out of those two. And then Sam just wins anyway. Like, I'd marry him. But anyway. Last year they came out with that mystery foal set where they had the, you know, the mare and the foal, the mare and the stallion, and then you get a mystery foal. Well, this was the little foal they came out with. It was on that little like draft foal that. Oh, really? Okay. See, I guess they're all related. They are all related in somehow or another. So let me see here. Okay, so it was in this set right here, which this is soft shoe. This is the soft shoe one. I know they are. They're like one big circle. And see, we're learning things today. We're learning lore, Greek god lore. We're learning Lord of the Rings lore. Shoot, girl, I might have to contact you if I'm having problems with my fan fiction. But so this was soft shoe. I still have this girl somewhere. But the foal that came with it, if you guys don't know, it was a little like black and white foal that looked like him. So, spoiler alert, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so that's soft shoe. And then I don't know if they have a picture of this one or not. I did not get this one this year. I was very mad. I did not get this set. I did get this set. I still have these horses. And I did get this one because I like the little wheeler in there. Not the wheeler. Yeah, the kit. Sorry, the kit. So, but Penny Lane is that horse. Sparkle and Shine is the little Appaloosa filly, like, let's see, stable. Ooh, good lord. Stable, mate, club. I don't remember what year it was. We're gonna go 23 and see if that gets us anywhere. No, it does not. Well, you guys remember like the little foal. I'm not gonna go grab it, but anyway. So she was a little like Appaloosa foal, and I show her as it, but she's done really well as a POA. So, this girl is Newport from last year's Stablemate Club. So the one that they came out with, Augustus, I believe. I don't have her in here, but she's on the, yeah, here she is. This is the Newport. Absolutely love this girl. They did such a really good job with her. But yeah, so Kari is her name because to me she's Indian, like the, you know, her breed to me is an Indian breed. So anyway, so Bowlegs. Now the mule that I did get in the Stablemate Club blind bag, whatever, I did name him Lick Skillet because I saw that in the name of a funny town name. So now I need to go get another mule and name him Lick Skillet because every time I think of that name, I die. So, of laughter. So anyway, moving on to some more of those. So Spook and Sparkle, I did some research into some paint stallions. Also, and then going back to like Sparkle, Diamond Sparkle, all of that, like some of that stuff, like the old bloodlines of the stock horses, I went into that. And there's a new stud now, like something spooky something or other. So this one, I've had Hank for a long time. I don't know. He was just Hank because I think that's where he came. Like the person that showed him before me named him Hank. But if not, it was random. But yeah, so that's Hank. Skip to My Lou. Just random. Diogo Sunrise. I want to say that's a drink name, but don't quote me on that. Safa, I got from, I think, just a random generator of Egyptian Arabian names or just Egyptian names. And then the same with Ziva. But if you guys have ever watched NCIS, Ziva was one of the names of the girls that were on there. Rhaegar is the name of this horse. He's a resin, and that was his name that I got. I just kept his name from who I bought him from Julie. So Thelrian, I want to say that is from the website, but let me double check. Thelrian name. So nope. So Thelrian is a name I got from the website. occasionally they come out with some really good ones. Turbo Whatnot, have no idea where I got that from. Just a random whatever. Spectacular Caviar. I took that from many different names. You know, there's Black Caviar, then there's Spectacular Bid, some of the racehorses. So I just kind of put them together. Verylwyn is a 1000% from this right here. She is a little scarlet, so I don't know if I can find her. Scarlet resin horse. Haha. So this is she is this, but she's small. She's little bitty. And I got her from Jacqueline. So I did time pays on her, but yeah, she's a cutie. So her name is Verylwyn because she's very pretty and sassy and just not ethereal, but yeah. So the story behind this little guy, he is a little resin Clydesdale, and my mom named him because we went partners with him. So this is our partner horse. But yeah, Buddy Bear is the name that she gave him, and that's what it stuck. And he has done very well for us. He is a good boy, and we love him. I think he did really well. Oh my goodness. Okay. But yeah, he's done really well for us. Ashes of Roses, he is a WIA on the Gustav. So let me do WIA. Jesus, Gustav. So it's this guy, but he's a custom painted Gustav that I got. I think my first go around of, good Lord, my first go around of, excuse me, like when I was just getting back into the showing deal. I found him on, I think Facebook. I'm gonna say it was Facebook, but he was a really good. That's a pretty bunny. He was a really good. I just saw him and I was just like, oh my god, this is new. So why not? Why not grab him? So, and he was a very good price, and he has done very well in the show string. But Ashes of Roses was just kind of one of those things. He's a red roan, so you know. Romanor is a new boy, which I need to highlight this, by the way. He did very well at his first show in Mid Kansas Live in September. But Romanor is probably one of those I got from Romanor name. So yeah, he was one of those I picked up from somewhere, but it fit him because he's a chunky boy, and I don't have him because he's packed away. But yeah, he's a chunky boy. If you think of Theo, if you think of Gustav, you know, chunky boys, Romanor fits him. Celeborn, we all know, is the husband to Galadriel. And then Lithander, I got randomly from, don't know. Just he's something. So, those are all my INL ones. Let me see what my Mid-Kansas one looks like. Okay, so, whoa. Oh, that's my Mid-Kansas. Sorry. I meant to go to my Midwest. Okay, so this is what the Midwest is looking like right now. We've got, you guys can see most of these guys. Lolani I got from just random. But most of these guys, Dirty Wastelander. Okay, here's one that you guys haven't seen yet. I took him off my INL list. I probably don't, but he's my glossy Mojave. Dirty Wastelander is the name of a drink in Fallout. So let me show you Dirty, oh my goodness, Dirty Wastelander drink. So the Dirty Wastelander is a drink. It's kind of based off of, I want to say it's in there actually. Okay, so if you guys, Fallout is a game by Bethesda. They made, oh, yeah, it's Mythandria. You got me not being able to pronounce it right now because my brain's not. Mythandria. Oh my god. Okay, we'll try that later. I'd have to hear it again to say it right. But the Dirty Wastelander is just as a drink that you can find in Fallout. But Fallout pretty much is like post-apocalyptical, post-nuclear. Yeah. It's nuclear. Yeah, pretty much nuclear Fallout. What Ash said. But you play, there's there's a handful of different games, and you play just like a survivor, or there's these vaults that people that went into if you had the right money. I learned later that they're all experimental. But yeah, Dirty Wastelander is just a drink. You can actually make it yourself. But this is what it looks like in the game. So Dirty Wastelander, why not? Is it nuclear or nuclear? So there's that. Let me see if I've got anything else. We have got to come up with a new name for the new boy, Madison. Noble Blush, you have not seen her yet. She is under a box. So, I don't fall out of my desk. Oh my god. Come here. Yeah. Okay. So this is Noble Blush. I got her. I had one like her a long time ago, and I had a seller. Yeah, I know, right? Good lord. Which I didn't, I had to do some research because I was going to write a fan fiction about it. Why not? But yeah, I didn't know that there was experimental. But anyway, Noble Blush was the name of the one that I did have. So I just kept it because it's the same horse. So, I just recycled it. I know I probably shouldn't, but... here's one that you haven't seen, Grand Tiago. That is actually Grand Tiago. So that's just a random name, like Santiago, Grand Santiago, like some names of just Spanish wines, because this is Cava that came last year, or actually this year. I'm sorry. Mate. Yes, that's what I did too. I watched Oxhorn too. I love his stuff. I love his explanation. But this is Cava, which Cava is a Spanish wine, I think. What is Cava? Cava is a Spanish sparkling wine. So this is Cava. He was the event stablemates from this year's Briarfest, blah. So I wanted to stay with kind of a drinky name. So Grand Santiago, yeah, that was his name. Grand Tiago. Pampa, we all know that one. Okay, so you guys haven't seen this, but the smart little spooky chick, so I got that from Smart Chickalina. And then Spooky, and then, the chick is also on there too. Doro, I want to say, is just another, like, offshoot, whatever name. Yeah, I didn't talk about him. Simsu, I want to say that was just random, but let me look. Simsu name. Okay, so Simsu, or Sim, was a title meaning the eldest or head of the house. So it is Egyptian, is an actual Egyptian name that I got. But he is just a custom so he is a custom Ashgar, which is this guy. He kind of looks like this. This is another one on eBay that I found, but I got him for $70, guys. Not this guy, but the one that I got. But this is Ashgar, or Ashgar. Yeah, I want to say it's Ashgar, but he is a Premier Club model, made into just an Arabian Stallion. He's an Arabian Stallion. But Ganache is my favorite one, though. Ganache and Edge of Glory. Those two are some of my favorites. But yeah, he's just done in a just a dark bay like this guy. But yeah, that's Simsu. It kind of sounds like Sisu from the dragon, the Raya and the Last Dragon, but it is not. And then you guys, Santorini Coast, I took off of one of those. Let me see if I can open Kansas. Okay. I just took that off of one of those little place cards again. Jingo Riz, I haven't talked about him. That's a random name that I just got out of the air. Let let's see, Valeros. That is the Future is Bright. That is a random name, I believe. Here's Petal Smoke. Baraska. So Baraska is a horse that I'm trying to sell. There is a podcast named it is called Baraska. It literally is called Baraska, and it's got Cole Sprouse in it, but it is one of those audio dramas that this guy grows up in a town, or moves to a town. His dad's the sheriff. People go missing and people don't pay attention. So yeah, pretty good if y'all want to listen to that. It is kind of bleh sometimes, but Dreamfire is another one I just put together. And then I think that, Camlin. Camlin is a name I got from one of those baby sites because I was looking for like baby names. So, Lickety Split. That's just a random one. Salazar, I absolutely love that last name, so I like that one. Ria Vista, kind of one of those I put together. Bragi is the name of a not Norwegian. Bragi. Because I didn't talk about that her god name. He is not Scandinavian. He's a Norse god of poetry and music. He is a resin Clydesdale. Full. And then, let's see. This guy, I'm not going to show him again, but he was a Beswick. He's a cute whisperer. He's a little quarter. Yeah. Anyway, Flossy Bossy Pants I got from a really good book called How to Sell a Haunted House. Look it up. It's amazing. It will not be what you think it is. Here's all my OF minis. I think most of these guys, Spots of Days, that's just a random one. Who Dat Done Boy, that's a random one. Muriel, let me see. I got that from Muriel. She is, let's see. She's from The Lord of the Rings. She's the pastor of Vows. But she is a Lord of the Rings. She was first wife of Finwë, king of the Noldor. So she was the little Cassidy that came out on the Dun with the interchangeable foals for the Stablemate Club. So there's that. There's Lick Skillet. Well, he's to a better place. Let me see. I think that's about it, guys. Imperial Teal was the name of, those TikTok lives. They go live and they sell like beads and stuff. That was a collection of theirs, so that's where I named him after. All That Glimmers is not gold. That's where that is. Felrion, I know where I talked about him for a little bit, but he is actually I'm gonna have to talk with you more on that because I want to know, because I know it's gonna be on. We need to talk more about that. That is hilarious. He is the reason. But Felrion is actually a little resin on. He's made to look like a Frisian, but I made him into But anyway, but he's cute, guys. He's cute. I love him. So. Vahari is another little custom Prince Charming. I don't have a picture of her, but oh my goodness. But she is I got that from the same thing. I got that from the same way that I got Kari from. So anywho, so I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of the ones that I found that were pretty good. And I'm not going to say where they come from, but I'm going to read them off because I'm pretty sure that they won't pay attention. Let me see if I can actually find it in here. So, Nuka. Okay, so here's one called Nuka-Cola. That is from Fallout. Southern Gothic. I love that one. California. So somebody named one California Condor. Everybody. Oh, I was gonna. Okay, I'm squirreling again. Here's what I will. This is what I've got on my list. I've got a list of names I want to use. Lavender Echo, Cheeky Disaster, Manic Monday, Hippo Hero, We Are Who We Are, and Booty Work. Those are all names off of like songs and stuff. Let me see. Pancake, I love it. I'm so sorry, guys. I get freaking allergies when I'm back here. I talk too much, so. Whipped cream, I love that. Cornflower, love that too. Let's see. Okay, so some of the ones that I Splash Dance, I absolutely love that one. Let's see. Diamond Dust is a good one. Fiddler's Cameo, that's a really good one. Somebody named their vintage Old Coley. I thought that was cute. You're telling me. Let's Go Steelers was another one. Blue Marlin Darlin was another one. Bob Ross. Just Joshin. Let's see. Snowblind. I loved that one. Absolutely love that one. Kick Asset. I love that one too. Legend Encore. That one was a good one. Let's see. Stairway. Yeah. Let me see if I can find anything else. I want to say Xenofonte. That was interesting. I want to say it's Xenofonte. It's an X. There's an X. That one is pretty good. Mercury's Retrograde. That was that was a long one. Galaxy Song. Love that one. Lady Strike. I really kind of like that one. Oh, here's one. Sisters of Mercy. That one was good. I like that one a lot. Rock Lobster. That one was a good one. That one was an interesting one. But really, They Call Me Ted. I love that one. So anyway, what are some interesting names that you've got? Because really, I don't think I know some of your guys' names, Madison. Black Nightmare. That's a good one. I think I just know your Albie's name, and that's about it. Grandma's Pyrex. Grandma's Pyrex. I love it. Oh my god. I can't. Oh my god. Here's another one. Blink First. Some of these people. You guys are... Oh my god. I cannot. Grandma's Pyrex. I'm done. Oh my god. Dog. Ooh, I like that one a lot. Sound of Snowfall. Okay, I'm going to have to go through your names because I just want to know them. I want to know them. Dark Matters. Oreo Cookie Blues. Oh, I want Oreos now. Oh. Grandma's Pyrex gets it for me. Sound of Silence is good. That's a really good one. Oh, there's Light Bright. Black Nightmare. I really like that one. Ooh, there's an Attack on Titan. River Dirt. I like that one. That'd have to be brown for me. Yas. Yeah, that. Have you heard the Disturbia version? Because I like the Disturbia version a little bit better. Zombie Jamboree. Grandma's Pyrex gets it, guys. I'm sorry. That's it for me. I'm done. Grandma's Pyrex wins. Apple fritter. Ooh, that makes me want food. Spirit Halloween. Dripping Death. Damn. Let me see if I can find anything else. I'm reading off of some of the like the OFs and stuff. Red Solo Cup, you fill me up. Let's have a party. Silent Running. That's a good one. That's an interesting one. Pancake. My Gal Friday. That's Karen's. That's one of Karen's. I love it. I'm going to have to see which one that one is. I'm going to have to bug her and be like, okay, where's My Gal Friday? I will. I'm going to be like, where's that? Where's My Gal Friday? American Venom. I like that one. Whipped cream. I like whipped cream. And cornflower. I love it. Awakening the Old Gods. Ooh, I like that one, Madison. Y'all saw all mine, so I like that one. Somebody goes, she's so fluffy. Is she, though? Ooh, somebody put pizzazz. It's P with P, exclamation. No. Oh, good God, guys. Oh, my God. Not a comma. Apostrophe. P apostrophe Z-A-Z-Z. High on hops. Party girl. Superior elegance. That one was pretty. I found your feral Jesus. I found your feral Jesus, Madison. Oh my God, I freaking love it. Oh, really? Oh my God, I love it. I'm dying. Oh my God, I love this hobby so much. McCurdy's Living on Fire and Brimstone. Damn. A horse with no name. You know, I've been having a blast judging these stone horses. Because they're throwing some good ones. Oh, somebody named one Shadowfax. Which one was that one? Which one was the so the Mustang was Feral Jesus. Cazador. That's a cool one. Somebody named theirs Chupacabra. Stu's Slew. I love that. Born Under a Bad Sign. Lullaby. George Evans. I think that's about Fudge Ribble. Fudge Ribble. R-I-B-B-L-E. Fudge Ribble. Oh, really? Oh my God, I love that. Y'all, Fudge Rizzle. I can't even say it right. Fudge Ribble. It is R-I-B-B-L-E. I love it. Asparagus. Oh my God, this is amazing. I love looking at this. I haven't really looked at them. But okay. Y'all, I think I'm going to call it tonight. But as soon as I get everything else, I don't know. Since it's the holiday season, we might not do a live next week. Hey. I'm probably not going to do one next week, just because of the holidays and everything. But, um, I love that. Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to have to get a horse and call him like Earl or something. This is Kevin. I love that so much. Oh my God. Um, oh, I can't. And Grandma's Pyrex. I just can't. All right, I'm gonna have to come up with some better ones now, cause dang. But anyway, so I will be announcing the new show Friday the 28th. The 28th. No, yeah, the 28th. So Friday the 28th, I'll be announcing the new show. I've already got my judges lined up. I need to work on um classes and stuff. I'm going to stick with the same class list that I have for the breed, but we're going to be doing workmanship with this since it's a custom traditional and artist resin traditional show. So, but it will, I think the show will open. This is what I'm talking about, like the exclusive stuff. So, Madison, I don't know if you were here for that one, but I talked about an idea and I haven't had time to think about it. But I'm thinking about opening up like a Patreon and doing like member exclusive stuff for like a fee. It'd be like, just like a subscription. So and then that way, like, people who subscribe will get more benefits, so they'll get to know things quicker than, say, everybody else. It's just a thought. Don't know if it's going to work out or not. We'll see. But that way I can kind of use it to go toward like shows and stuff. And then plus there might be like a stablemate thing, like it's like a club, or whatever. I don't know yet. It was just a thought. But anyway, so yeah, next week I'll be announcing the new show. But then we'll open it up like about like the 5th of December. The 5th of December to like the 15th or something, cuz I don't want to I would like us to get done judging by Christmas. So before Christmas. I probably won't be able to send out anything until after Christmas, but most everybody, knock on wood, has been pretty patient. So, also I want to rant right quick. And you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I think that our show, the BCMA show, is pretty organized. There's a couple that I've noticed that are not organized, and it just bothers me. Is that weird? Anyway, let me know how you think, because there was a reason why I wanted to do like one or two things at first, and then eventually I will jump into, because I'll have to get more judges, but I want to jump into a big show. Like I want to do like a year-end championship kind of thing. I want to do a big thing where it's all of them, like custom traditional, CM, or mini traditional, or God bless America, y'all. I need to go. Oh, I'm tired. Custom traditional, mini customs, AR, like all of that, like just like a live show but bigger. The only thing is that's going to be very expensive, and I'm a lot like time consuming. So I like to do the ones where it's just one thing at a time, and that's probably how it's going to be. It just, I don't know. We'll see. But if I want to do like a championship kind of thing, that's going to take all of it all together. So I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep it just simple like that, and I probably won't do the deal, but y'all let me know too. Let me know your thoughts. I'm just rambling here, but anywho, so yeah, next week I'm going to announce the show. Thank you to all who have agreed to judge. You guys are amazing. And thank you for being here. And if I don't see you beforehand, if my stuff comes in, I'll probably maybe do like a pre-recorded video or something. But if not, then we'll just go next week. We'll talk next week. So I was thinking about doing like what we're going to do, like a live of just me, like prepping. If whenever they send out the numbers for the show, doing like a live show prep or something. I don't know. So, anywho, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'm kind of running out of some of them, but I like talking with y'all. So, anyway, y'all have fun and have a happy Thanksgiving, and y'all be safe. Ash, if you want to play games tomorrow, let me know. All depends on what I've got. Excuse me, good Lord, what I've got going on. But all right, guys, be safe and have a great Thanksgiving. And